Starting off with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Espresso, I'm taking the spoolie end of that brow pencil and brushing my brow hairs into place. I like to basically groom them into the shape that I'm going to be filling in, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier versus just leaving your brows wild, which is common sense, and I'm sure most of you guys would obviously know that. So I like to use light-handed strokes, and I carve out the bottom of my brow. Once I get the bottom of my brow carved out, I like to take light strokes and pretty much mimic the brow hair that's already there to give it a thicker appearance. So you guys just saw me basically checking it out, and now I'm getting to where I'm actually going to start mimicking my brow hairs. Once I'm done distributing that product, pretty much doing the mimicking, I like to use the spoolie end again and then distribute the product through the brow hairs, and that's going to make the brows appear a little more natural, if that makes sense. Instead of completely just filling in the brow, I like to use the bottom because I like the bottom to be a little bit more defined. And as you guys can see right now, like I said, I do distribute that product through the actual brow hair. The next step that I'm doing, you could definitely skip it if you want to, but I like to make sure my entire brow is outlined. So I go on top of my brow and I pretty much carve out my arch and again start filling in using light brow strokes. I know it looks like I'm probably being rough with this pencil because it is sped up a lot, but I promise you guys I'm using light strokes. And another amazing tip, I never fill in the front part of my brow. I literally just, you know, make sure the top outline is there, and then I use that spoolie and once again distribute that product through the brow. As you guys can see, it has a very natural appearance and it just looks like a fuller version of the brows that I already have. So like I said, it's your preference. Everybody has their own ways of doing makeup. There's no right or wrong way as long as the finished product looks good, but this is what I do for my brows. So I'm going to let you guys just pretty much watch how I do the second one because I'm not doing anything different. Literally just doing the same exact thing I did for my right brow, and I will be back once there's something else to talk about.
This love that you never started, you once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. This love that you never started, you once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have.
Now that I have my brows filled in just the way that I like it, I'm going to take my favorite concealer for my brows, which is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the number 30 Cafe, and I'm going to clean up my brow hairs. This is perfect when you're in between arches and you have, you know, hair growing in. You can use concealer to not only make your brows look sharper, but to mask those hairs that are growing in. And now I'm just showing you guys the difference between what it looks like when the brow is cleaned up versus when I just leave them as is. For me, just finishing up, you know, cleaning up my brows and stuff. So let me just get into the concealer talk, because this is one thing that really bothers me. Like I said, anybody can do makeup wherever they like, just as long as it looks right in the end. Please make sure when you clean up your brows, you are using a concealer that is perfect for your skin tone. Stop using concealers that's 8 and 9 shades lighter than you, because when you don't blend it in with your foundation, it defeats the whole purpose. It makes it look like your brows are floating off your face, and we definitely don't want that, because that's not natural. I like to clean up the top of my brows. I went into filming another tutorial, but I didn't get the footage in this, so I know right now you could tell that, like, obviously the concealer is a little bit lighter on my brows, but I'm good at blending, so when I put my foundation on top of it, you can't really tell. So yeah, most people don't really like doing this. I like cleaning the top of my brows because I like for my brows to look super neat and super snatched, so it's all about personal preference, but personally, I prefer it. I think it looks so much better. And I pretty much just use my hand to blend in my concealer. I use the concealer as well to cover up any blemishes. And that's pretty much it for my brow routine. It's nothing too over dramatic. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to thumbs up and like this video. And I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Love you guys. Bye.